In 1957, audiences were captivated by the American film noir drama directed by Alexander McKendrick, titled Sweet Smell of Success. This gripping narrative featured powerful performances from Burt Lancaster, Susan Harrison, Tony Curtis, and Martin Milner. The film drew inspiration from a novelette by Ernest Lehman, with the screenplay crafted by both the director and Lehman showcasing a sharp and incisive dialogue that highlighted the dark underbelly of ambition and manipulation in the world of journalism and public relations. The story revolves around the ruthless and influential newspaper columnist J.J. Hunsaker, played by Lancaster, who uses his power to control the lives of those around him. His obsession with his sister's romantic choices leads to a web of deceit and moral corruption. The film's striking cinematography and atmospheric score enhance the tension, immersing viewers in a world where success comes at a steep price. Barbara Nichols, a talented actress of the era, faced her own struggles, which ultimately contributed to her tragic end at a young age. Her experiences in the industry reflect the harsh realities many faced, where the pursuit of success often overshadowed personal well-being. The film serves as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made in the name of ambition, leaving a lasting impact on its audience. In a cutthroat world where success is elusive, Sidney Falco, a struggling publicity agent, finds himself constantly overlooked by the self-absorbed Broadway columnist J.J. Hunsaker. Sidney is desperate to gain Hunsaker's attention, feeling the weight of his own failures pressing down on him. He knows that to make a name for himself, he must do something drastic. In a moment of desperation, he decides to manipulate the situation by breaking up the relationship between Hunsaker's sister, Susan, and her lover, Steve Dallas. Sidney's plan is to create a scandal that will force Hunsaker to notice him. He weaves a web of deceit, planting seeds of doubt in Susan's mind about Steve's loyalty. As the tension builds, the relationship between Susan and Steve begins to unravel. The scandal he orchestrates backfires, leading to a heated confrontation between Dallas and Hunsaker. This confrontation reveals the harsh realities of their world, where personal relationships are sacrificed for ambition. Susan is left with a difficult decision, caught between her brother's controlling nature and her love for Steve. The environment around them is unforgiving, and Sidney's actions have set off a chain reaction that will change their lives forever. Faced with the potential for unemployment due to the sale of Ealing Studios to the BBC in 1954, director Alexander McKendrick found himself at a crossroads in his career. The uncertainty of his future in the film industry prompted him to consider offers from Hollywood, where he hoped to find new opportunities. He received potential contracts from notable figures like Cary Grant and David Selznick, which seemed promising at first. However, these deals ultimately fell through, leaving McKendrick in a challenging position. Despite these setbacks, he was presented with a significant opportunity when he was asked to adapt Ernest Lehman's novelette Sweet Smell of Success into a film. This project would not only allow him to showcase his talents, but also to navigate the shifting landscape of the film industry during that time. The adaptation of Sweet Smell of Success became a pivotal moment in McKendrick's career, marking his transition from British cinema to a more prominent role in Hollywood filmmaking. Lehman's story had originally appeared in the April 1950 issue of Cosmopolitan, but was renamed Tell Me About It Tomorrow, because the editor of the magazine didn't want the word smell in the publication. This original story was based on Lehman's own experiences working as an assistant to Irving Hoffman, a New York press agent and columnist for The Hollywood Reporter. After this was published, Hoffman wouldn't speak to Lehman for almost a year and a half. Barbara Nichols, born Barbara Marie Nickerawer on December 10, 1928, in Mineola, New York, was an American actress known for her brassy and comic roles in films during the 1950s and 1960s. Raised in Queens, New York, she began her career as a showgirl and model for Cheesecake magazines in the late 1940s. Nichols was considered a minor rival to Marilyn Monroe and appeared on Broadway in the 1952 revival of Pal Joey. In the mid-1950s, she moved to Hollywood and began appearing in supporting roles in films such as Miracle in the Rain, The King and Four Queens, The Naked and the Dead, The Pajama Game, Sweet Smell of Success, and That Kind of Woman. Nichols also had a successful television career, guest starring on many series, including The Twilight Zone, The Untouchables, Batman, and Hawaii Five-0. She passed away on October 5, 1976, at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles due to liver failure caused by complications from previous automobile accidents. Eventually, Hoffman wrote a column for the Reporter speculating that Lehman would make a good screenwriter, and within a week, Paramount called Lehman. This marked the beginning of a remarkable journey for Lehman in the world of screenwriting. He quickly established himself in Tinseltown, where his talent shone through in a series of iconic films. His work on Executive Suite showcased his ability to weave complex narratives that captivated audiences. Following this success, he wrote the screenplay for Sabrina, a romantic comedy that became a classic. Lehman's skill in crafting engaging stories continued with North by Northwest, a thrilling Hitchcock masterpiece that remains a favorite among film lovers. He also contributed to the timeless musical The Sound of Music, which has enchanted generations. His talent extended to West Side Story, a groundbreaking film that redefined the musical genre. The King and I further demonstrated his versatility, while Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf showcased his ability to tackle intense drama. Lehman's contributions to cinema have left an indelible mark on the industry. By the time Burt Lancaster's production company acquired the film, screenwriter Lehman found himself in a unique position. He was not only able to adapt his own novelet, but also had the opportunity to produce and direct the film himself. This was a significant moment for Lehman, as it allowed him to bring his vision to life in a way that was deeply personal. He began scouting various filming locations, searching for the perfect backdrop to enhance the story he wanted to tell. However, as the project progressed, he faced challenges. The distributor, United Artists, started to have second thoughts about allowing a first-time director like Lehman to take the helm. This uncertainty led to a pivotal decision in the production process. Ultimately, they decided to bring in Alexander McKendrick to join the team. McKendrick's experience and reputation provided a sense of security for the distributor, ensuring that the film would be in capable hands while still allowing Lehman to contribute his original vision. This collaboration marked a significant turning point in the film's development, blending fresh ideas with seasoned expertise. Initially, the director faced significant challenges with the screenplay, which was heavily reliant on dialogue. This concern prompted him to collaborate closely with Lehman for several weeks, striving to adapt the script into a more cinematic format. They aimed to create a visual experience that would engage the audience beyond just the spoken words. As they worked diligently on revisions, the script began to take shape, but just as they neared completion, Lehman fell ill. His health issues forced him to step away from the project, leaving the director in a difficult position. To address the situation, they brought in another writer to refine the script further. However, this process took about 4 months, delaying the production timeline. Despite the lack of a finalized script, the team was eager to begin shooting. They made the bold decision to start filming without a completed screenplay, relying on the existing material and the creative instincts of the cast and crew to guide them through the production. Tony Curtis faced a significant challenge when he sought the role of Sidney Falco in the film Sweet Smell of Success. Universal Pictures, the studio that had him under contract, was concerned that taking on such a gritty and complex character could damage his image and career. They had built him up as a leading man known for his good looks and charm, and they worried that this role might alienate his fan base. However, Curtis was eager to break free from the pretty boy roles that had defined his early career. He wanted to showcase his range as an actor and prove that he could handle more serious and demanding parts. This desire for artistic growth fueled his determination to fight for the role. After much persistence and negotiation, Curtis ultimately convinced the studio to let him take on the character of Sidney Falco. His performance in the film would go on to be a pivotal moment in his career, allowing him to demonstrate his true acting abilities and expand his repertoire. Orson Welles was originally considered for the role of J.J. Hunsaker in the film. Many believe that Welles might have brought a unique depth to the character, potentially delivering a performance that could surpass that of Burt Lancaster. However, it is important to note that Lancaster's portrayal was not without merit. He brought his own strengths to the role, making it memorable in its own right. Alongside the casting discussions, the filming process faced its own set of challenges. Shooting on location in New York City added a layer of complexity, particularly due to the overwhelming presence of fans eager to catch a glimpse of Tony Curtis. At the time, Curtis was a major heartthrob, and his popularity attracted large crowds. These enthusiastic groupies often attempted to break through barricades, creating a chaotic atmosphere that made filming more difficult. The combination of behind-the-scenes stresses and the distractions from the crowds contributed to a challenging production environment, impacting the overall experience for the cast and crew. Initially, the film had a budget of $600,000, but as production progressed, costs soared to an astonishing $2.6 million. This significant increase in budget reflects the complexities and challenges faced during the filmmaking process. Among the cast were several actors who would later become familiar faces in the iconic series The Twilight Zone. Notable names include Susan Harrison, Martin Milner, Barbara Nichols, David White, and Lorraine Tuttle. Each of these actors brought their unique talents to the film, contributing to its overall appeal. David White, in particular, made his movie debut in this film. He would go on to be best remembered for his role as Darren Stevens' boss in the beloved 1960s television show Bewitched. The connections between this film and The Twilight Zone highlight the intertwining paths of actors in the entertainment industry, showcasing how one project can lead to another in unexpected ways. The legacy of these actors continues to resonate with audiences today, reminding us of their contributions to classic television and film. The film marked the feature film debut of Susan Harrison, who would later appear in only one more film, Key Witness from 1960. In this movie, Barbara Nichols truly stands out, delivering a remarkable performance that showcases her talent and depth as an actress. Nichols began her career in New York, where she initially worked as a showgirl. During this time, a club owner offered her a higher salary to perform a striptease, but she chose to decline the offer, focusing instead on her ambition to become a serious actress. This decision reflected her dedication to her craft and her desire to be recognized for her acting abilities rather than for sensational performances. In the late 1940s, Nichols transitioned into modeling, particularly for cheesecake magazines, where she gained attention and was even considered a minor rival to the iconic Marilyn Monroe. Her unique charm and presence made her a notable figure in the entertainment industry, and she carved out a niche for herself during a time when the competition was fierce. Nichols' journey through the world of acting and modeling highlights her determination and passion for her work, making her a memorable figure in the history of film. Nichols faced a tragic end at the young age of 47 in 1976. Throughout her life, she endured significant challenges, including 2 separate automobile accidents that left lasting impacts on her health. The first accident resulted in damage to her spleen, while the second caused harm to her liver. These injuries, though they may have seemed manageable at the time, set the stage for serious health complications in the years that followed. The damage to her spleen and liver ultimately contributed to her untimely death. Despite her struggles, Nichols was known for her talent and charisma, leaving a mark in the entertainment industry. Her life story serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the unforeseen events that can alter its course. The combination of her accidents and the resulting health issues paints a somber picture of a life cut short, leaving fans and loved ones to remember her, not just for her work, but also for the challenges she faced. At Pine Lawn Memorial Park in Farmingdale, New York, lies the final resting place of Barbara Nichols, a talented actress known for her vibrant performances. Nichols made a significant mark in the entertainment industry, captivating audiences with her charm and skill. Her career spanned several decades, during which she appeared in numerous films and television shows, showcasing her versatility as an actress. The serene setting of Pine Lawn Memorial Park provides a peaceful environment for visitors who come to pay their respects. This location is known for its beautiful landscapes and well-maintained grounds, making it a fitting tribute to someone who brought joy to many through her work. Barbara Nichols' legacy continues to live on, as fans remember her contributions to film and television. Her interment at this notable cemetery allows her admirers to honor her memory in a tranquil space, reflecting on the impact she had on the arts. The park serves as a reminder of the talent and dedication she brought to her craft, ensuring that her spirit remains alive in the hearts of those who appreciated her work.